Hey guys, you know, people that have been watching my channel for any length of time know how much I love flashlights. It's been an obsession with me ever since I was like 5 years old. I've just always had a light with me. I almost always have one on my hip. I've got like two of them in each of my vehicles. Every room of the house has at least two flashlights in it and whatnot. But anyways, I just love flashlights. Now, one brand that I have come to really love, and I've been using for many years, is Thrunite. Thrunite now has sent me a new one called the Archer. Now, what's different about this one from the previous ones that I've reviewed is this one uses standard AA. The other ones have the proprietary battery. Well, it's not proprietary to them, but it's a different battery, different from your AA and AAA and whatnot. It's a 18650. It's a fatter battery, but it is a long-lasting battery. But this one here uses the AA, which would be kind of nice for people who don't want to change styles of batteries. They don't want to have to get a new charger and whatnot. You can walk into any drugstore, any department store, or even a grocery store and pick up AA batteries in a moment's notice. Now let me show you what you get with this. You get, of course, the flashlight. You get a removable metal belt clip. You get a bag here with a replaceable O-rings, a new rubberized tailstock right here for the on and off, and you get a wrist strap. Now, as far as the clip goes, I don't use these clips here, the belt clip, the metal ones here. Some people like them, I don't. I like to use pouches because I'm used to it because of my Leatherman and whatnot. So I always have two pouches on my hip, one for my knife, one for my flashlight. So because this is so long and skinny, I had to find a special pouch for it, which took some time, but I did find one. So let's go through the different modes. Now I'm reading it from their manual here because I don't retain specs, because to me it's low, medium, high. I don't look at lumens and stuff. But you have the Firefly, which is 0.2 lumens. And then you have the next one is low, which is 17. Medium is 75 lumens. And high is 500 lumens. Okay, so what they're suggesting as far as battery life goes, on Firefly you get 28 days, low you get 4 days, medium you get 11 hours, and high you get 96 minutes. Now I almost always use high unless I'm looking underneath if I drop something underneath a desk or something, then I'll go to low because then it'll just like too much glare. But so 90 some minutes, which is I think fairly good. Now I use the rechargeable batteries, and so I'm probably going to get a little bit less because rechargeables typically don't last as long, but I can recharge them, so it's no big deal. So I have not gone through and just left it on to see how long I get, but I'm going to believe their manual because there's no reason not to. Now, one thing that I do like about the light, I love the on-off tailstock right here. I do not like the ones that have any on-off button on the side. Trying to find that when you pull it out in the dark, you can never find that button. So I like the tailstock. Now on the side, they have the mode button, which is good. I like that. So you have the 4 basic modes that I was talking about. But you also have on the tailstock, you have momentary on-off. So if you just push it halfway, the light will come on, and when you let off on it, it goes off. And then you push it on all the way, and of course it stays on. And then you also have strobe. What that is you turn your light on, and then you hold the mode button down, and you get strobe. You hold the mode button, push the mode button again, it goes off. That's kind of nice. So you have all those functions. Pretty simple, pretty standard for most flashlights. Now the last thing that I want to talk about is its durability. One thing that I always like to do is to test how strong it is. So I remember years ago, the big test was if you drop it from 6 feet. Well, that was back long ago when they had those plastic casing lights and everything. Now, almost all these flashlights now are made with metal casing, so you could drop it from 6 feet and pick it up. And if it doesn't work, then the company is not going to last very long. You know, you can even throw it up like 10 feet. And like that. So, I mean, durable for everyday use. I mean, so when people put their lights through stress, it's pretty much just, bending over and dropping it out of your pocket or whatever, So it's nothing really, too drastic. I was roofing with a guy one time, and he dropped his tool belt off the roof, and everything, of course, spilled out, and his light, flashlight, everything else. I never asked him if it actually survived, but so that's kind of a real extreme, and I already did that test by dropping it up good 10 feet like that, and dropping it on the ground. That was more than 10 feet, and it survived too. So now I know you guys will never take a light through this kind of stress, but I always like to, especially with companies that have been around a long time and people rave about them. I really want to make sure that their lights are a cut above everyone else. So when I talk about extreme tests, I'm talking seriously extreme, because nobody's going to take a light and go like this. That was a good 60, 70 feet. Nobody's going to do that with their light. Not bad. But well, it passes the water test. Now you're probably wondering, why didn't I leave it in there longer than 2 minutes? Well, here's the deal. If you're out fishing or whatever and you drop it in the water, you're not going to say, I'll go back and get it later. You're going to fish it out right away. So to me, leaving it in the bucket for 2 minutes is long enough to give me peace of mind. So now I've got one more test left. Well, it took a little bit of paint off, but works perfectly fine. And that's just the paint, that's just from scratching the rocks down there. This is a hard driveway. This is almost like pavement. I've seen some other people when they run them over when they're on the lawn. That's not going to do anything. That's like bouncing it out of bed. Okay, there's Firefly Mode. I just put my finger in front of it because you can't really see it project. Then we have low, which that's about 7 feet from me. Medium. And then high. And that fencing back there is about 75 feet. And it looks like the spread on this is also about 75 feet or so, because the width of this back lawn is about 80 feet. So I'd say it's about between 70 and 80 feet spread at 75 feet. So that's not too bad. Let's look up in the trees there. Those trees are way back there. It's well over 100 feet. The blackberry bushes over there. It's a good 75, 80 feet. If you're looking for a really good light, very basic, takes AA batteries, it's got all the functions that you need, take a look at the Thrunite Archer. Now, they also sent me another one to give away to you guys. I'll probably pick somebody about a week from now. So I'll take any subscribers who post a comment below, and I will randomly pick someone to win one of these lights, okay? Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe. And make sure that you hit that bell so that you'll get a notification whenever I upload a new video, okay? Starting to rain, I'm going to hightail it back inside. The Thrunite Archer, a great light. All right, we'll catch you guys later. So what they're also suggesting is that with Firefly Mode, you'll get 28 days on a battery. 20. I can't imagine. Okay. 20. I'm going to leave it on Firefly Mode.